Good morning. How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. Beautiful late summer morning up here, Gilpin County. Just out here soaking it up. Morning walk with Jake here. Morning 2-mile hike. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. You know, I leave the house like shortly after the sun just barely comes up, and it's still a little bit chilly out. Getting chillier and chillier, but I've been looking at looking at some of the weather gurus talking about the long range forecast coming up, and fall's not looking too bad on this part of the country. Looks like we're gonna have above average weather, they're saying, but like the East Coast is gonna be colder than average, I think they're saying, and like along the Pacific Northwest in that area might be a little chillier, but here in the central western U.S., keep our fingers crossed, we'll have a above average fall. But yeah, it's scary times right now. Looking at all the financial markets, crypto's down big time. Well, it's down a lot. It's from where it was, from its all-time high that it just hit, and it just keeps going. You know, this is the time of the cycle of crypto where expect it to go up, but it hasn't happened this year. Well, it hit an all-time high, and then people, you know, it was expected to go much. Most people were expecting it to go higher, and now it's come down like maybe 20-30% from that. But yeah, you got this feeling. A lot of people are talking about it's not feeling really. I'll have to stop and let Dingo quit pulling on the leash here. I mean, Jake, I just call him Dingo. I do that sometimes. Hey. Yeah, you just got this feeling that shit's gonna hit the fan here, man. Everything's gonna. I was talking about it a few weeks ago. They say, yeah, you know, we may or may not hit into a recession coming up any minute now, and it's looking like some people are saying it's starting right now, man. It's really scary if you're holding, you know, high risk assets, man. You know, and a lot of people are just in such a position where that, you know, they've been expecting it to go. You know, they've been talking about it, the cycle of Bitcoin, right? And it should not be going down right now. It could go sideways, or, you know, but extenuating circumstances, right? It's all a trap, man. and they're just gonna pull the rug out from under it, just totally collapse the whole thing. I can see the writing on the wall, man. It's really scary, because, you know, a lot of people, they're really counting on that shit for their financial future, and it's no. It looks like they've been lied to, man. It's pretty easy. It's pretty obvious to see, man. I think it's, you know, I think there's a lot of people watching they got their finger on the sell button right now, man. It's just hair trigger. And then once it starts collapsing, if you're still holding on to it, if you still got by the time you know, like, what happens is the price starts dropping real quick. People start selling everything, and the websites, you know, they all get all froze up. So many people are selling all at once, but you can't even get on, like Coinbase. And by the time you do get on there, it's too late, man. By the time you're able to sell your shit, it's already fucking down 75%. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But man, a lot of people are saying it's a very strong possibility if all of these high risk assets, man. A lot of people just say, they can't. Their plans are not to sell at this price. They've been holding on to this shit for quite a while now, and they weren't planning on selling for. A lot of people that bought crypto in the last few years, they're still ahead, right? Right as we're talking right now, but not as much as they were ahead. But if you sold right now, you would still make a slight profit if you've been buying in the last few years, But it's really hard thing to do when you had so much more and then it all just went away. But if you sold now, you could still avoid a total catastrophe of dropping another 75% and just staying there for a year, another 4-year cycle, and just they've already this cycle's already hit its high. So that's a strong possibility. Every day that it goes by, it's a stronger and stronger possibility that that's what happened. And everybody's still thinking that it's going to go back up, but it's just going to drop down further, And then maybe it was planned out. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And they just keep people thinking, oh no, it's going to go back up, it's going to go back up, but it just never does. And all these guru crypto, YouTube crypto gurus, man, they're all in on it. And they just talk. This is going to be the greatest bull market of all time. This is going to make people mega rich, just wait till this time in 2025. That's when they're expecting. A lot of people are expecting it to really hit the high. So that's quite a ways to hold on through, especially when it's possibility that it's all gonna. And then they'll just say, you can still hold on. It's still gonna come. It happened last time. Yeah, it went way down, and then it went back up. In 2021. So who knows? It's just it's kind of scary if you're in that. I think it's a good possibility, man. I'm to sell right now, it would suck, but and if you got your shit locked up, like staked or something, you got to wait at least 2 weeks to sell it. And by then, it could just be way too late. So, gosh, no easy answers, folks, to anything. It could be a double whammy coming up here to the economy. All the financial markets crash, and then there's another lockdown situation where people will be forced to close down their businesses and shit. A total double whammy, then sending the world into the Great Depression Part 2. Oh no, they won't use they won't call it the Depression. No, they'll call it the greatest recession ever, like the last time. And now they're talking like, wait. We still haven't even recovered from the last recession of 2008. Still haven't recovered from the last lockdown situation. A lot of people didn't barely survive that. Having their businesses forced to shut down. So yeah, I could see that happening. All the markets crash, and the prices will just go through the roof. It will be freaking same situation with limited food on the shelves. We're talking, $10 for a loaf of bread. $20 for a gallon of milk or more. $20 for a pound of fucking hamburger or more. And everybody's lost all their money. My God, looks like a good time, folks. Looks like it could be some hella good times coming up here. We shall see. Waiting in line again to get into the grocery store. because they only letting in so many people at a time. Oh man, what a nightmare that was. It's hard to believe they all have, you know, I think people tend to block horrible memories like that, you know, not thinking, you know, every once in a while you want. So yeah, that's what's going on, man. Heading into the Shamita here, as they call it. And the celebration of that September, you know what, coming up. Should be some interesting times. All the shenanigans in the U.S. presidential election, where they just sit there and throw rocks at each other, call each other every name in the book, get divide and conquer. Speaking of the, here's a good patriotic American supporting their person and got their American flag out. So yeah, interesting times. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.